Yeah, surprising. It was supposed to come on Thursday, but they called me and was like, "Hey, we're here." So I'm like, "What?"
Hey, Lon Jermaine. What's up? We're live, guys. Hey, today, welcome. This is Auto Broker Training with Auto Search USA and Ronnie Haskins, Clayton Knight, Marcus Morgan. Marcus is our race car driver. Clayton is our mechanic, and I'm just the lowly sales guy. But I'm here to help people and help these guys work on their pitch. We're also bringing into the stage today Jermaine Clark from Atlanta, Georgia. So we're going to go ahead and bring him in real quick. What's up, Jermaine?
Hey, how you guys doing?
We're doing good. Good. So, I was listening to Myron Golden, man, and he says that you have to articulate properly in order to be compensated properly. You have to be able to articulate your message in a confident, succinct manner that will allow you to become compensated for that authority that you deliver. Everybody agree with that?
Yes.
So Jermaine is working on his pitch. Clayton is working on his pitch. Marcus is improving his as usual, and I'm constantly working to improve mine. And what's cool about training people is I don't think you can help anybody without helping yourself. So every time I talk to these guys, I feel like I'm learning something. So it's really good. So last week where we left off was we're going to bring in Clayton to do his elevator pitch. Clayton is a new broker with us. You've been with us how long now?
Oh, 4 months.
4 months with us. And he is out in the field delivering his pitch, creating relationships. And today he's going to shine live, giving us his pitch.
Okay.
I am not sure if Jermaine is ready for that, but if he is, he can deliver his pitch as well.
I think I'll go last.
You go last?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll develop one right now.
Okay. Yeah, Jermaine is in Atlanta, Georgia, guys. So now to give you some context, Jermaine has a dealer's license and a location down in Atlanta. He's just joining us for the ongoing learning and trying to the ongoing improvement of all of us to make ourselves better salespeople. So if you're joining us out there and you got questions, drop it in the comments. We'd love to answer them. So without further ado, who you want to role play with?
It doesn't matter.
I got picked on last time. It's your turn.
It's my turn.
Okay.
So
That sounds good, Marcus.
So the backdrop is I'm just meeting you at a networking event.
Yep.
And you're going to deliver your pitch to me.
Okay.
With the hopes of inciting excitement in me. And I'm going to be like, wow, I want to know more. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So you're going to have to speak up so people can hear you.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
What's up, Clayton?
Ready as I can be. Okay, we're not going to shake this, remember?
Oh, yeah. Clayton might be sick. We don't know yet. Right.
No. Get up out of here now.
What's up, Clayton? How you doing, man?
I'm great. How are you?
Good. What do you do?
So I work for, I'm an auto broker, and I work for a company, Auto Search USA, which has been around for about 25 years now. I've got personally over 3 decades of experience as a master tech, repair professional. And this experience kind of gives me a special understanding with vehicles. And what I want to do is use that expertise and experience to find you the perfect car tailored to your needs and budget, and solve your transportation problem. So is there something I could help you with?
Okay. What do you think, Marcus?
Good. Can you do it without reading off of a phone? First question.
Not yet. Not yet.
Gotcha. Second, so this is.
I wanted to kind of get some criticism
Yeah.
first before I make something permanent.
Yeah, no, I gotcha.
So-
Well, and nothing's ever going to be permanent. Like Ronnie said, we're constantly working to develop
Right.
and improve the
Well,
The
I
elevator
need a
pitches.
baseline.
Yeah,
right?
no,
I need
absolutely.
something to work with.
I just had to mess with you a little bit.
No
Um,
problem.
So this is meeting someone at a networking event. First try. So that last sentence, what can I do for you right now? I wouldn't add that on just because it's for a networking event where you're meeting someone for the first time. That's a bit salesy, right?
Sure.
Asking for like, hey, what can I do for you right now? can seem pushy.
Yeah.
But
Well,
honestly, other than that, I like tell you, like, I have 3 decades of experience in the automotive industry as a mechanic. Maybe tailor something a bit more to, like, so I know, some what can happen in some vehicles, and I want to help you avoid those mistakes
Sure.
by not selling a specific product.
So what do you think about this? So instead of, how can I help you at the end, just say, some of the things, or some a major point that we solve for people is we save them a lot of time. We do all the hard, heavy grunt work with the process, so you don't have to do all this research. We can help you with that.
He's getting closer.
Yep, that's
Is
getting
that
there.
better?
Yeah,
Just kind of give them an
that's-
example of how we would help.
That's a much
client.
better way to end that
Okay.
interaction. Originally, I would say.
Okay. Cool. Thank you.
This is the book we're using right now. It's called Key Person of Influence. And in the book, your pitch, I don't think should be a pitch that's describing who you are. I know it sounds fun. Like me, I've been doing it 30 years. It has no relevance to what's going on. I've got the most experience in the room. I already know that. But am I giving you a pitch that's just going to talk about me? Or am I going to give you a pitch that's going to talk about the problems I solve for you? And so when I'm listening to this book and reading this book, and I've been in business a long time. I've been given a pitch for a very, very long time. And because of this book, I'm actually getting ready to change it because I don't want to talk about me. I want to talk about the problems I actually solve for you. And when I said you were getting closer is when you said, we can help you avoid all the hassle and the time. I mean, that's really the big point of being an auto broker is,
Right.
in my opinion,
Yes,
is
sir.
to alleviate the stress and hassle of having to shop all weekend long, be at a dealership for 6 hours, all these different types of things that cause you pain. We alleviate. Does that make sense?
Yes.
So, telling us the question I have is, what does the 30-year tech? I don't understand how that's going to help me, or how does that help you in being an auto broker?
So I wanted to let people know that I'm, though I'm new to the industry or new to brokering, I'm not new to the industry. Just so that they understand, okay, he knows about cars. He's a car expert in some way, form, or fashion. Certainly, I'm not an expert at brokering, but that's why I have you until I become an expert.
How do you feel about that, Marcus?
I mean, I think there are some benefits to a certain person, like a certain type of personality. When you're like, oh yeah, I was a tech for 30 years, then in some people's minds, it's going to be like, okay, well, he's worked on a lot of cars. That makes sense. But then the big question is, why get into sales now? For me, I use an example, like when I'm going through my pitch, it's like, yeah, I worked at the big chain stores. I hated what I was doing there. That's why I'm a broker, because I love the products, I love the cars, and I love helping people find this solution. But I didn't like the way I was doing it there. So it kind of, for me, it's like half a dig at dealerships, and then half like I didn't like what I was doing to people there from my personal experience. That's why I moved over here and am doing what I'm doing now. So maybe tying something into like, oh, I left that because of X and am doing this because of Y.
Yeah.
But, and some people, like for me, when I hear just my personality as a car guy, when I hear, oh, you're a mechanic for 30 years. Okay, it's like, okay, you know what goes wrong with cars, so that can help you in some ways, but not everybody's going to think like I do. So.
Sure.
It brings some credibility to it. Do you have so one thing I probably should ask you guys is, like, when you're getting ready to give a pitch, what's your goal?
Garner referrals.
I mean, is your goal to feel good about yourself and all the things you've done? Or is your goal what is the goal of giving the pitch?
Create a relationship.
Yeah, and get engagement from the other person.
Engagement, right? So when you're talking to someone, and in this book, again, I keep going back to this key person of influence. If you're getting polite responses, That's great, Clayton. Awesome. That means it's not hidden.
Right.
Yeah.
It's not hidden. Like, you've got to be able to give a 30-second pitch that incites a fire in people that are like, wow, I want to know more.
Mhm.
Tell me how you do this. What's going on
Mhm.
in this industry that I know nothing about?
Yeah.
I think we can be misled by the polite responses. That's nice. That's cute. That's awesome. Like people are they're going to be polite. You do not want a polite response. You want one that incites an emotion in people. They're like, wow, this is interesting. We offer an alternative way to buy vehicles. We've been doing this for quite a while. We represent some of the major brands in the market, all the way down to vehicles that are just every normal day drivers. So there's lots of things you can say, but it's got to be on point. It's got to be quick. So I think we're going to turn to Jermaine and let him talk about what he's doing. Do you have a customer section that you're after, Jermaine? Like, do you do high-end cars? What do you work on when you're trying to help your clients?
Okay, so right now, just getting started, just to be honest. Right now I'm just trying to close those first deals. So basically I'm working with like close, people like friends and family that I know. But like after, I get a gist of it and close a couple deals and know the system and process it back to the state and they say, hey, you did the paperwork correctly. My main target is it's gonna be I really want more of I say mid, not so much of like to economy, but like where like a mid to a luxury um target market.
Okay.
If I answered your question correctly.
What type of credit do these people have that you're looking for?
I want to do really 650 and above.
Okay. What type of payments can they afford?
I guess the lowest I'm looking to be like they have to be a minimum. I mean, I'm not saying have to, but right, a range of like I guess fours, low fours and up.
Okay. Cool. Well, do you want to give your pitch to Marcus? Like you guys just meet and he asks you what you do for a living?
All right. All right. Okay. Hold on. Get ready. All
That's
right.
exciting.
Just off the top of the head. All right.
Yeah.
Hey, how are you doing there, Marcus?
I'm doing good. How are you?
I'm doing well. Well, my name is Jermaine. I'm an auto dealer, and I work for Carvecca. What we do at Carvecca is help, put people into vehicles. Um, what we do at Carvecca is we dang, hold on. You're gonna have to give me some time because I need
Hey, man,
to really
you're
get
good.
that
I had to read
transition.
it off of my phone because I'm still
You know
trying
what I'm
to
saying? So I gotta because I'm trying to think. I really was just doing the top, so I'm trying to make a transition of but don't worry. The next time I'm definitely gonna have it right because I'm gonna write it down, but I need to do a proper smooth transaction. Right now, it's not.
Well, what do you normally say to your people that you meet for the first time? Like if you just met somebody and you want to tell them what you do.
I just basically tell them that I'm an auto dealer and I also do brokerage services. And basically, I can get them. I'm unbiased, so I can get them in any vehicle. Um, anything that's it. It can be anything from brand new to anything that's used. So that's why I usually just tell them, and I just basically tell them like, "Hey, I take the stress and the timing out of purchasing a car, and you don't have to sit at a dealership for 6 hours for a finance manager to come back to you, and then for them to give the paperwork and come back, and I tell them I just cut all the BS out. I let
Yeah.
you know, hey, this is what you clear for. And this vehicle is actually, I listen to them, ask them what vehicle that they actually want and what are they looking to, And sometimes I give them a couple pointers to be like, hey, might not want that, you know, hey, this. So that's why I really just have a regular general conversation. But my conversation is probably a little lengthy because I do give them time to speak, and I need to take more control of it. That's why I've noticed, you know, speaking and with you guys and back and forth. So I just need to basically create a pitch. I just been writing notes, just basically a short introduction. Um, Basically tell them, you know, what do I do in the auto business, and what how can I help them, you know, and what kind of sets me apart from going to a dealership. So I wrote those down, and I'm gonna build a pitch according to that. Is that
Yeah,
okay?
I'm
You
gonna
think
try
that's
to
on
give
the
you guys
right
an
track?
analogy. Like if you're on a boat and you're deep sea diving for the first time, and I'm your instructor, and you're like, "Hey, Ronnie, how's this work?" Man, it's gonna be cool. Like, you're gonna put the wetsuit on and make sure you got oxygen, and I'm gonna help you down in the water. And you ready to go?
Get me off this boat.
Who's ready to take a dive? I mean, guys, like what I'm noticing, and I'm not being, I don't want to be super critical of you guys, but you know, Jermaine's done a lot of work. He's gone and got a location and a dealer's license and stuff like that. But you can glaringly see where you need work with your pitch and your articulation of what you actually do. That deep sea diver captain should be able to be like, yeah, Jermaine, you're going to put that on. You do this. Make sure you have your pressure regulator. I'm going to be in charge up here. Things are going to go smooth. I need you to move this way. Step right here. And are you ready? Let's dive. You know, move. You know, he's an expert at his pitch with what's going to happen before you get in the water. If you run into one guy that's not an expert, don't get in the water. So, but think about it. That's what people are thinking about when they're talking to you. They're subconsciously trying to figure out if they want to do business with you or if you solve any problems that they may have or their friends may have. You know, I think we get a lot to encompass with selling that person in front of us versus just telling them the truth. This is who I serve. I like clients. I deal with cars that are 3 years old or newer. We specialize in vehicles like that that are over $35,000. People with high-end credit, they make a lot of money and they don't have a lot of time, and they really value not having to spend time looking for vehicles. We are a superstar in that particular market. And instead of trying to sell them on, you know, why don't you talk to me more? It's like deliver it, deliver your pitch, own it, and dominate that space. And people will gravitate to it. That it's not based on me. That's based on the book. So if you're watching, grab Key Person of Influence. You can get it on Audible. I like having multiple copies so that I can touch it and hear it. But this book is life-changing for lots of people that are working on their pitch. You want to deliver your pitch again? Have you changed it since last week? We got to put you on the spot.
I haven't really changed it since last week. But yeah, I mean, I can give my pitch. That's no problem.
Give it to Jermaine.
All right.
Yeah, definitely want to hear it.
All right. So, hi, Jermaine. How are you doing?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm doing well, thanks. So, what I am is I'm an auto broker, and what that is we are licensed and bonded dealership. However, we don't operate like your traditional dealership. So, what I specialize in is taking the time and the hassle out of buying a car. So, my clients come to my office. They sit down for 30 to 45 minutes. They tell me what they need, what they're looking for, and what their budget is. And my job is, whether that's a new vehicle or a used vehicle, is to put them in the right vehicle that suits their needs as well as their budget.
What do you think, Jermaine?
Nah, that was great. Straight to the point. Like yeah. Nah, I definitely liked it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good job, Marcus. Give Marcus some.
Nah, like I really did. I'm sitting here like, dang.
I've been practicing
I love it.
For years, man.
Oh man.
It's still, you know,
Wow.
there's still work to be done, but
And it was so short too.
It doesn't matter what you're selling. You got to have a pitch and you got to be able to articulate it. Okay,
Yeah.
cool. So you're going to be ready to come back next week and do it again.
Yep.
What other questions do you have today, Jermaine?
I don't think I have any questions because I know I now know like I have to work on that pitch and just listen to you guys and really just go back to the drawing board and just write a pitch up and just say to my girl back and forth until next week. And that book, Key Persons and Influence. I'm gonna
Got
get
a
that around.
chapter in it. It says the pitch. It tells you everything. It gives you an outline. This is what you need to work on. This is what you want people to say. You know what it says in the book? It says you want people to engage with you. To reach in their phone and set up an appointment with you, or look for people to connect you with, or tell you that that's never going to work. And that's fine. If people tell you it's never going to work, it's not the end of the world. It's actually that's a response. You want people to engage with you. They should either want to pull out their calendar and make a time to talk to you, open their contacts and put you in touch with someone they know, or tell you your idea will never work. That's a visceral response. That's an emotional response. Like, that's never going to work. We already know it works, guys. Right? Like, I'm living proof that the business works, Jermaine. So if someone looks at you and says, man, that's never going to work, I want you to be hey, great. That's the best response I could have got today. Like,
it was engaging. Right?
It's engaging. It doesn't matter if it works for them. Right. I think we get too busy trying to please everybody with our pitch. I want to include everybody in my pitch so that they all have, no, we don't work with everybody. We don't, so I think that you get that book and let's reconvene next Tuesday. Everybody should have a chance to work on their pitch again. I'm even going to be working on mine. I may deliver mine next week if I'm ready. If you guys put me on the spot.
Yeah, you're going to deliver.
All right, cool. So,
and for those viewers out there, I don't think Ronnie's getting paid to talk about that book. So that's like that's an actual reference. It's not a paid sponsorship.
No, I mean, to go back for the people who stayed with us this far, I follow a guy named Myron Golden. You follow him on YouTube or whatever platform you want. He's very, very successful. He's got one course that he charges $345,000 for, and people are willing to pay him for that course. He's $44,000 an hour, something like that.
That's crazy.
But he said this is the book that is life-changing to him. I don't need any other evidence. I need to read the book. So I implore you guys to put some knowledge in your brain so we can talk about it and move everybody forward. All right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. Jermaine, I'm glad you showed up. We'll send you an invite for next week too. And then I'll see you Thursday night, more than likely.
All right. You will. Thank you, fellas.
Yeah, if you got comments, post it in the comments. We'll answer them later. Have a great day.
All right. Thank you. Have a great day.